I made one. Oh, you took one.
Well, and I did have the other matter on it, so.
Okay.
With the plain music today? All right, good afternoon, everybody. I will call the 23rd regular Common Council meeting to order. Will the clerk please state the quote of the evening?
Every accomplishment starts with the decision to try.
All right, will the clerk please call the roll?
Alderperson Ackley. Here. Alderperson Decker.
Here.
Alderperson Feldy.
Here.
Alderperson Filicki-Penetsky.
Here.
Alderperson Heidemann.
Here.
Alderperson Mitchell.
Here.
Alderperson Perella.
Here.
Alderperson Ramey.
Here.
Alderperson Russ.
Present.
Alderperson Salazar.
Here.
There are 10 present.
All right, if you're able, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, Alder Feldy, is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Thank you, Mayor. I move to approve the minutes from the 22nd regular council meeting held on February 20th, 2023.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? All those in favor of approving the minutes, please state aye.
Aye.
Any objection? Minutes are approved. City clerk, anyone for public forum?
There is no one this evening.
All right, I have a few quick mayoral announcements. So just some fun coverage for Sheboygan. This past weekend, Sheboygan was featured on Midwest Outdoors and as well as Fox Sports. The coverage primarily featured Sheboygan's waterfront and highlighted that we have a very strong charter fishing fleet and activity right on the shores of Sheboygan. So just want to give a shout out to our friend Dumper Dan for leading one of the #1 charter fishing fleets on Lake Michigan and bringing this wonderful coverage to Sheboygan. As well, talking about the water, last week several city staff members met with the planners from P1 Powerboat Racing, planning this race for this coming August. So we're still hammering out the logistics, but every time that we meet, we get more and more excited to plan this major event that is coming to our city. So as soon as we get more information, we will continue to provide more information as we get closer. Also just want to note, thanks to the alders, community members and staff that have provided feedback on the strategic plan. This afternoon, the staff committee met to take all those in consideration and plan the next step forward. So we'll be consulting with Baker Tilly continued forward, and hopefully in the coming weeks we'll present to you a new plan moving forward. So also, just some exciting news. The Mayor's International Committee is just wrapping up. I can hear them out there. Having a Zoom call with our friends in Tsubame, which is our sister city in Japan. So that's been great work, and want to give some kudos to the Mayor's International Committee for strengthening and building up our sister city relationship with Japan. And also one final shout out and congratulations to the Senior Center Uptown Social for surpassing 1,000 active members at Uptown Social. This is the highest membership we've ever seen for our senior center, so we keep blowing out those records out of the water. So kudos to that team as well.
Yeah.
And again, if you haven't been there, go check it out. So with that, we'll jump right back into our regular agenda. So Alder Feldy, is there a motion regarding the consent agenda, items 7 through 16?
I move to receive and file all ROs, receive all RCs, and adopt all resolutions and ordinances.
Second.
There's been a motion second. Any discussion on any of the consent agenda items? Right, seeing, Alder Mitchell.
Thank you, Mayor. I'd like to just quickly highlight item number 14.
All right.
The proposed changes to the annual budget process. Just want to suggest that everybody take the time to take a look through that. I'm pretty excited about the ideas for the new process. It'll have the council involved earlier. It'll be a bit more efficient with capital improvements planning and budgeting, and then there will also be more opportunities for residents that are interested to be involved in the process as it's still being put together instead of just at the end. So looking forward to seeing how this one goes this year, and I suggest it as a nice, fun, light read.
All right. Thanks, Alder Mitchell. Additional comments regarding the consent agenda? All right, seeing none, this is a roll call vote, so please refer to your muni codes.
Alderperson Feldy,
Aye.
there are 10 ayes.
All right, those items are approved. Items 17 through 23 will lay over till our next meeting. Items 24 through 27 will be referred to the respective committee. Next, we have item number 28 under resolutions. Resolution number 1482223 by Alders Feldy, Flicky, Pineski, authorizing the appropriate city officials to execute a license agreement and addendum with the Sheboygan County Register of Deeds regarding online access to real estate records maintained by the Register of Deeds office. Alder Feldy,
I ask to suspend the rules.
are there any objection? Alder Flicky, Pineski, is this an objection?
No objection, but I have a comment.
Proceed with your comment.
Thank you. People know that I get a little distressed when I hear suspend the rules. And about 3 weeks ago, I systematically went through all of the agendas for Common Council for a full year. We suspend the rules 62% of the time. I think that's a lot. So I would encourage, and it ends up to be 1 out of every 5 resolutions, we're suspending the rules. So I would encourage the alders and the city staff, and, sometimes it's cumbersome, but I think it's really important that we either change the rules if we can, or not suspend them so much of the time.
All right, thank you for your comment. Alder Feldy, proceed with your motion.
Yes, I'd like Chuck or Liz's comment on that.
City Attorney?
So specific to this one, it's just simply a short deadline provided by the county. But overall, the suspension, so the rules are there because you wanted, or a former council wanted, to have the normal process be to go to council, then committee, then to council. The last time this was brought to council to discuss was when we added the direct referral process, which was probably about 6 years ago. In doing that, there was discussion about the idea of moving to a single process where you wouldn't have to go through the council, then committee, then council process, and you would just normally send things to committees without coming first to council. At the time, the council was not interested in that. There was sort of what was said at the council was that we like being able to read it on the council agenda before it goes to committee so that we can decide whether we go to that committee and then go to that committee and then it can come back. Whether that's really appropriate in the current circumstance where you now have half the alders are on every single committee. And given that, just as it was 6 years ago when we talked about this, the majority of cities don't actually have the double process. It is something that could be changed, but that is a policy decision for you to determine. So if enough of you get together and want it, I'll write it up.
Okay, that's very helpful.
Thank you.
All right, we're back to the motion though.
Okay.
Is there a motion to approve?
I move to approve.
Second.
There's been a motion and second. Any discussion on this item? Seeing no discussion, this is a roll call vote. Please refer to your Muni code.
Alderperson Filicky-Peneski.
There it is.
Got it.
There it is.
There are 10 ayes.
All right, that item is approved. Next is item number 29, resolution number 1522223 by Alders Feldy, Flicky-Peneski, ordering a hearing for the vacation and discontinuance of the east-west alley between South 10th Street and the former South Commerce Street located at the block of 243 of the original plot. Alder Feldy,
I ask to suspend the rules.
any objection? Seeing none, please proceed with the motion.
I move to adopt the resolution.
Second.
There's been a motion and second. Any discussion? Director Pelchak.
Thank you, Mayor. This item is related to the senior housing development that's planned on the former Kepsel property. There's a unpaved, platted alley that divides the parcel. The redevelopment authority owns the land all around it and has consented to it, but in order to vacate the alley so that the development can move forward, it requires a 30-day or 40-day public notification process. So this will allow the clerk to issue notices, and this will come back before the council at a later date.
All right, thank you, Director Pelchak. Additional comments on this item? All right, seeing none, this is a roll call vote.
There are 10 ayes.
All right, that item is approved. Items 30 through 39 will be referred to the respective committees. General ordinances, item number 40 will be referred to the City Plan Commission. And then item 41, City Attorney, would you like to read?
Thank you. Item 41 is a resolution by Alderpersons Decker and Rust authorizing the appropriate city officials to enter into a contract with Vinton Construction Company for the construction of the Calumet Drive pavement repair.
All right, awesome to see another road project queued up, and that will be referred to the Public Works Committee. All right, so quick evening tonight. We've exhausted the agenda. Alder Feldy, what's your
I
pleasure?
move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion second. All those in favor of adjournment, please state aye.
Aye.
Any objection? We are adjourned at 6:12. Have a good evening, everybody.
Yay.